Hello! Alright blokes, how's it going? Lakey Bloke here, or Roy, just call me Roy. We're friends after all this time, you don't have to call me by a nickname. I am your leader. When it all comes to all things cider/lager related, I'm here. Right, today I've got a homebrew. Now this is mine, no one else's, this is mine. And I'm not going to tell you what it is because I've got no idea what it is. This is a homebrew review bonus in as much as I think there might be lager in here, but there might also be cider in here. And I won't know until I pour it because I didn't write on the top, folks. So it's either cider or lager. Definitely homebrew, obviously, because it's a homebrew bottle. Yeah, I've got a glass here. So let's give it a little open and away we go. Oh, look at that. Hey! So let's get the glass. Pour it. There we go, folks. Now I will know by the head whether this is a lager or a cider. There we go, look at that. Look at that. This is definitely a lager, folks. The head is my fault, it's just the way I poured it, right? If I poured it properly, there wouldn't be a hand's worth of head on there. That is a Cooper's lager. I already know what it is from the colour. Beautiful colour, completely clear, fantastic carbonation on there. Now, I know I've done a few Cooper's reviews now on my homebrews. I even did a video initially of me putting the Cooper's lager together. There's nothing clever gone into this particular Cooper's lager other than 500 grams of malt, 700 grams of dextrose, and I think, from memory, between 250 and 300 grams of maltodextrin. So that's what's in this particular lager. Can you see the bubbles there? Can you see me through it? I mean, that's how clear it is, guys. It's beautiful, isn't it? This is probably about, I would say, 4 months old. When I tried it last time, and I'm pretty sure I did a review on it, it was quite young, and it was probably a little bit misty. This hasn't been in the fridge. It's been sitting out here in the conservatory. It's quite cold out here because we don't have the heating on out here. Unless, you know, we're going to spend an awful lot of time in the conservatory, which we don't during the winter. So it's had time to sit out here in the conservatory and in the shed in the cold weather during the winter months to mature, and I think that's a beautiful colour. Look at that. That's amazing. You can even see me talking through the glass. That's weird, isn't it? What a beautiful lager that is. That really is a nice looking colour, and I'm really happy with it. However, I haven't had a taste of this since before Christmas. Now, we had some friends around and family over the New Year period, in fact New Year's Eve, and they drank some of my Cooper's lager, what was left of it, and I think this is probably just the dregs, so I've got 1 or 2 bottles of this left in a crate, and I didn't know whether it was lager or cider. Obviously I know now. This is the Cooper's lager, so let's give it a go, guys. Nothing wrong with that at all. I really like that as a lager. It's not technically a lager though. You guys will know why. Okay, it's a Cooper's lager kit, but the Cooper's lager kit, the standard Cooper's lager, Australian lager kits, come with ale yeasts, and I brewed it using an ale yeast, guys. However, I've got to say, nothing wrong with it. I really can't, apart from the head. Oops. I really can't find fault with that lager at all. I wish I could, because it is a homebrew, and I don't like bigging up my homebrews. It's not. I hate doing that. But man, it's good. It's a good brew. It's, if you were just starting out early in home brewing and you wanted a nice simple kit to do, I would say you can't go wrong with the Coopers, guys. You really can't. The Coopers kits, I mean, for a tenner, if you shop around, you can get them for a tenner. You know, in the sales or whatever. Stack yourself some up. I've got 3 or 4 behind the phone here that I've stacked up ready for the rest of 2014 that I bought in the sales for around about a tenner. Man, you can't go wrong, you know. You can't screw this up. You know, it's so easy to do. You could argue, and I've done this with the Cooper's European Lager, which has got a lager yeast strain with it. You could argue that with these Cooper's Lager kits that come with the ale yeast, you can just swap that yeast out and use, you know, like a Saf Lager S23 or something. You would get a better brew out of that by brewing at lager temperatures. But I would say, in all honesty, having done that myself, you don't get much more out of it, you know, by the amount of time that you put into brewing it as a proper lager against just chucking it in at 23, 24 degrees or whatever temperature you do the ale yeasts at. You don't get much more back from it by using a proper lager yeast, because it's a simple lager, guys. We're not doing anything clever, you know. The hops and the malt are already in there. You put some additions in, of course you do. You put your Brewenharzer 1 or your Brewenharzer 2 or your own version of the Brewenharzer, as I did. And it's a drinkable lager, you know, straight in the bottle. Doesn't really need too much time in the bottle. I drank my first 2 or 3 bottles about 2 or 3 weeks afterwards, and they were good then. They weren't as clear as this is now, obviously. They were not as clear as this is now, but the taste is not too far off from what it was then, guys. I've got to be completely honest with you. Aging it for another couple of months has improved the colour, certainly, but the flavour isn't too far away from how it was when it was young. So if you're starting off brewing and you're thinking, God, this is really complicated doing these, don't think that. I used to think that. I used to think I can't be bothered with this. It's too much like hard work. But honestly, all you need is a bucket, one of these kits, some malt, some sugar, and some maltodextrin, and you're away. You're away, and you've got yourself a decent lager. I mean, the proof is in the pudding, guys, really, isn't it? I had, as I said, I had some friends around over for New Year's Eve, and they drank all my stock. It's all gone. I've only got 1 crate left, and they're just very small 500 ml bottles now, apart from this one I've just opened. They're all gone, and I'm on to the next lager now. So, just goes to show, doesn't it? You know, just because things are cheap doesn't mean they're crap, does it? And I know the beer lovers and the IPA lovers and the proper all grain brewers out there that hate kits are swearing at the screen right now. But you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm here to tell you right here and right now, these lager kits are a boon. They're great. They give you exactly what you want. If you want a decent tasting lager, okay, lager in inverted quotes, right? Because we're using an ale yeast. You want a decent tasting, almost lager. You can't go wrong, guys, really. You really can't. So give it a go if you haven't already. So thank you for watching this one. I know it's been a bit of a sort of weird one, because I genuinely didn't know what was in the bottle. I knew it was either cider or lager, but as I didn't mark it down on the box or in the bottle, I honestly didn't know what one it was. So I'm going to go away and drink this now and enjoy it. Hope you're enjoying your brews too. Happy homebrew. See you on the next one, guys. I don't know what the next review is going to be or the next homebrew video just yet, but it's bound to be me rambling on about a load of old rubbish and cobblers and stuff, and basically the same stuff as we do every week. So, God bless you, chaps. See you in the next one. Ta-da for now.